All right, folks, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I'm getting one-sided channel audio, it looks like, on the stream, but we are live, folks. Last minute live stream here, testing things out. This is a beta testing, if you will. We're zooming in on the cruise ship here, get some action with this new camera we got here, live streaming the cruise ships, outbound Carnival Jubilee. As you can see, they were already off the dock, but let me know if you can hear me. I don't know what's going on with this. Because you're playing something back on the desktop. Oh, probably replaying this. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Stand by for this, folks. Is this better? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I guess you can. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to see if I can figure out this audio. It looks like it's showing you you're left-sided right now. So I'm trying to figure this out here. We have the new DJI mics here we're streaming with, folks. A little behind the scenes for you. But as promised, there is 2 cruise ships in port. That is the Carnival Jubilee underway right now on your screen. By the way, if there's audio, let me know in the chat. I'm going to be monitoring the chat. I'm going to watch it back tonight. Hopefully tomorrow, 4th cruise ship day, we'll be out streaming live from Pier 10. Again, she's a little early today, or at least, well, I've been out here for a little bit of time. This is my first cruise strip live stream back in Galveston. You'll see me in a second here, hopefully, but so that's why it is the way it is. Oh, here's a little shot here of the pilot boat, but we're gonna get you kind of zoomed in on the cruise ship here. So yeah, this is a brand new camera. So what you're watching is all of this, of course, real time here from Galveston, Texas here of the cruise ships. Carnival Jubilee is today. Carnival Breeze will be next out. That one will have a nice setup for that one. The pilot got on board about 20 minutes ago. So as soon as the pilot got on board, I headed out over here to the end of Pelican, and when I was heading out the door, I noticed, oh crap, the Carnival Jubilee is well off the dock. So I was like, oh shoot, I need to get out here. So here I am now streaming. It's a little windy and cold today, but that is not stopping the ships from moving, and it is not stopping the live stream from as well here. I'm gonna get some good shots of this. I'm gonna record this locally, but yeah, so as you can see there, folks, that is the Carnival Jubilee pilot boat. I believe Houston or Bayou City, as well as the Galveston, Texas city pilots out there. Cool piece of maritime infrastructure here. 2 pilot associations sharing the same navigational waterway here. And then, of course, you see the ferry vessel heading outbound. Let me get you a nice little track here of the maritime traffic. Any cruise questions, put that in the chat. Again, I do hope you can hear me, folks, in that live stream. Again, I am planning to go live almost every day from Galveston. We have cruise ships. I'm trying to get the setup worked out so y'all can see this, you know, daily. No one else really streams out here in Galveston. I got the equipment. I reinvested over the break in a few things. I'm gonna really kind of push hard into content here this year. We'll do a whole announcement video about that in a little bit of time, which I'm really looking forward to sharing with you all the exciting stuff happening out here in Galveston. And then I got some other big news coming really soon. I'll talk more about that once the ship gets out of frame here as we wait for the Carnival Breeze to get underway. She'll be getting underway here soon. So let's see, I'm turning this on, see if you can see anything here. Looks like we're not getting any drop frames, so that's a good sign. Again, if you hear the chat, again, I don't know if you're hearing anything or not. It's not like you are hearing anything. It's not like you're just listening to a, oh, it's Bluetooth, that's why. Haha. But let's see. Well, you're listening to a really windy version of me. It is really windy outside, so, well, that's good. At least you're hearing a little bit of me. So we'll work on the sound and all that stuff here for the next stream tomorrow. But well, at least you can hear a little bit. I do apologize for the wind, even though I can't control the wind. If that was the case. You can tell, though. I'll tell you in a minute how you can tell it's windy. I'll show you that in a second here. But, well, besides the camera moving, even though this camera is quite stable. It's probably blowing about, let's say about 10 to 15 knots. Blowing probably about a westerly southwesterly. Tomorrow's a busy day in Galveston. It is a Ford cruise ship day, as I've been talking about here. We got the Disney Magic, actually Disney Magic's not in port. They were in port on Wednesday. They'll be back sometime this week. It is the MSC Seascape. It is going to be the Harmony of the Seas, and it is going to be the beautiful Regal Princess, and I believe also the Carnival Dream. I believe that is the lineup. I haven't really checked totally, but I do know it's 4-ship day, so I know that much. So we'll be streaming live for that down at Pier 10. Get a good shot there at Port of Galveston here. Cool little spot for live streaming here. By the way, yeah, it is very windy, folks. We're gonna give you a good track though of the Jubilee until she gets out of frame entirely. As you can hear with the audio, very windy. Again, we've won about 10 to 15, which may not seem like a lot, but it is for camera equipment and all that stuff here. So tomorrow, as I said, we have a 4-ship day. It's going to be very entertaining to see here. We'll be filming that live for you guys here on this channel. So that stream should be going live immediately after this one. Tonight sometime, we'll go ahead and get that stream live so you guys can go ahead and set the reminders for that stream here. But we've got a lot of stuff coming up here in the year. Again, Carnival Jubilee, they're outbound. We're waiting on one more left tonight. It is going to be the Carnival Dream. Carnival Breeze. Carnival Breeze will be getting underway here. Those two I get confused a lot. The Carnival Breeze and the Carnival Dream. They're very similar ships. So by look, they're like almost identical, besides the name, right? With since they redid the hull paint and all that stuff here. So if you have any questions, put that in the chat. We'll go ahead and answer it. Figure out your questions here for the channel. Anything cruise related, go ahead and put that down there in the live chat on YouTube, and I'll go ahead and answer those. Again, we are streaming live with a whole bunch of new stuff, so do bear with me during this test period, if you will, but we should get it honed in here in the next few weeks. Streaming live from Galveston. Hoping to do it pretty much Friday to Monday whenever there's ships here, so stay tuned for that. It is a cold one out here, as you can see. I'm bundled up with the official Cruise Junkie merch. Isn't this pretty nice? We're getting somewhere if we're getting Cruise Junkie merch, new camera. So we'll speak more to that in a later date. What's going on with content? People are wondering, Tyler, where'd you been? I posted about 2 videos last year. I didn't post many things last year. People are wondering, Tyler, where'd you gone? What's happening? I've got some big news, good stuff coming your way, and I'll speak to more of that in a later date. I got to kind of wait for approval for all that stuff. You'll understand why in a moment here, but good stuff coming to this channel, so stay tuned. Besides Galveston cruise content, that is on the up. We'll do some videos, and we'll also go ahead and do some different type of cruise content in addition to the live streams. So we'll do some like ship spotting videos with this camera and stuff here. So again, we do appreciate each and every one of you joining us for this live stream, this live content here. Again, we're gonna flip you guys around here in just a moment, so you can go ahead and look at the cruise ship. It is heading this way. I see her heading this way now, so that is going to be happening. The Carnival Breeze here is going to be heading out of the channel. Again, I'm going to go ahead and show you that here. We got about 5 minutes until she is in frame here, and she'll head outbound, make the turn, and then we're going to go ahead and conclude the stream. We'll be back here tomorrow for the departures here tomorrow, and then Monday as well. Monday we got the Mariner of the season and maybe another ship. I'm not really looking at the schedule so far in advance, but those will be scheduled here soon. So make sure you go ahead and put the notifications on for this channel if you have not done so already, and ding the bell so you'll be alerted about the new videos and the streams that are coming here on the Tyler Show in the near future. This channel is back. And if you haven't already checked out my other social platforms, that is The Cruise Junkie. That's on all other platforms here. But again, we expect a lot of content in Galveston, and a series coming back very, very soon. A very special series for this channel. There's your hint. Some folks will understand what that meant. So yeah, again, just buying time, if you will. Instead of looking at nothing, we're going to have a little one-on-one conversation. I haven't done that with you guys in a while. And again, we got a lot coming for this channel, and we also got a lot coming in general on all platforms this few months before I head out to sea this summer. So it will be really exciting for the Tyler Show and all platforms in terms of maritime content here. It's windy out here, folks, though. I can tell you that much. I'm watching my screen. I'm looking over to the side, and everything's a little blowing right now. You hear with the wind on the microphone, and everything else is blowing too. The camera, it's crazy. I wish y'all could see the behind the scenes of what's going on here, but it's definitely moving and grooving all right here. In terms of vessel traffic today, again, we said 2 cruise ships in port. Houston pilots, they were heading out when we started the stream here, heading out to do some bar piloting, bring the ships up to Houston. The roads isn't too busy today from Boulevard Roads, which is the anchorage spot here inside Galveston Bay. They're not super busy today, but there's an ATV over there. They're doing this dredging project. I will put you in on that, a little dredging while we wait here. They're still working on this dredge project. So, as you can see here, folks, they're doing this dredging project. They've been working on this since I left, so they've been doing this for about 2 months, and this looks like the same progress. So I don't know where this dredging is happening, but they have a bunch of equipment here for that. There she is, folks, as promised. About 5 minutes. There's the cruise ship, the Carnival Breeze, folks. Again, folks, we see some people are watching, so if you have any questions in the future, guys, put that in the chat. Again, I do apologize for this wind. It's super loud and annoying, I imagine, so I do deeply apologize for that here, folks, but as you can see here, we got ships moving, and we'll figure this stuff out tomorrow for the stream. This ship, I believe, is on a 3- and 4-night cruise. 4 and 5 nights. They don't do 3 nights out of here. Heading to probably Progresso and Cozumel. She'll probably be back on Thursday. If it's I say Saturday, she'll probably be back on Thursday. Do a short cruise to the Caribbean then. I'll get you out. Carnival Breeze is one of the regulars we have here at the Port of Galveston in terms of cruise ships activity. She calls a good bit here on the Port of Galveston. See her pretty regularly here in the channel. By the way, folks, yeah, try to get the image looking good for you guys here. a good buddy of the channel, Captain Zach. He actually hooked us up and got us on board the Carnival Jubilee. There's a story on the channel about my trip on board, or day trip on board the Jubilee. Good time on board that ship. So go ahead and check that out. First time on Carnival. I can say the food is pretty good, man. It is really good stuff. The guy burger is legit. If there's anything specific in the future you guys want to focus on while these ships go by, you know, feel free to put that in the chat. I'm trying to get you a good mix of everything going on these ships. Again, we do got some pretty good zoom, so we can get pretty darn close. Of course, obviously, the closer we zoom in with the wind, the more shaky it is and stuff, but we can get pretty darn close to these ships in terms of, you know, angles and stuff, so that's always cool. And we can zoom out. So this is kind of showing you where we're at in terms of Galveston. Again, that is the breeze headed outbound to sea. This is Pelican Island from this side, and again, that is the ship. It'll be transversing the channel out here. Sometimes there's some dolphins on the bow. I'm trying to, you know, see if y'all get a shot of that. Those are always really cool to see here in Galveston. A lot of dolphins. There's the bridge. Got a good sail away party going on. I hear that loud and clear today. Good little sail away activities there on board the Carnival Breeze. It's cold out today though, folks. I don't know if I want to be out there, you know. I mean, probably, you know, when I'm dancing, getting all a little workout, and yeah, probably here pretty good, but it's cold, folks. See if we got anyone in the chat checking us out today. On the breeze right now. Enjoy your cruise, my friend. Stay warm. It's cold out there, but you're gonna be in the Caribbean. I heard it's a little cold in Mexico. Best of Boat World, Nathan. What's up, buddy? Thank you for joining us. And Brandon Barker, Cruising His Life. What's going on, dude? Live streaming from Port Canaveral. Here you go. Now we're live streaming from Galveston here, you know. A little bit of dual live stream, coast to coast streaming. How's the weather there in Canaveral, Brandon? I mean, it's cold here, man. It's cold and windy. Cold and windy, dude. That's what it is. It'll be cool for a stream. I may do this one day. Maybe. It's good weather. Make it up for Arrival. See the ships come in. That'd be pretty cool. No one's really done that before. Obviously, it was like a big event, but like in terms of general. But at the same time, I don't know if anyone would want to watch a live stream at 4:30 in the morning. So maybe I won't do that. Go ahead and zoom into the pilot boat there. You know, why not? There's some beautiful pilot boats right there. All right, back to the cruise ship. I don't know one wants to really see the pilot boat. Oh, this is a cool shot right here, folks. Holy cow, look at this. This is a cool shot. This is a cool one coming up right here. Get you punched in for that. That's gonna be a cool shot right here. Watch this. This big container ship's gonna like meet the Carnival Breeze. You should see it here in frame in just a second here. That's pretty cool. I don't know who that is. APL, I don't know who it is. It doesn't seem like it's a flagged, like a Maersk or a MSC container ship. I'm pulling up a maritime traffic. See what we can spot. Holy cow, hear that wind, dude. Jeez. Swansea. So it's a Swansea. I don't know what the liner for that one is, but oh man, you missed the ship. I don't know, man. Did you guys see it? I was busy looking up the name. I didn't see if you guys got the shot, but some cool stuff right there. 2 large ships transiting the shipping channel today. Oh, there you go. You kind of see the ship. Okay, cool, cool. I'm glad it worked out. Got tug and barge coming up too. Well, without the barge. Light tug, push boat coming up the channel right now. They should be in the shot here. Pretty cool, a little maritime shot. Get the container ship, get the cruise ship, and you're gonna get the tugboat here soon. Dual live streaming, yes, yes. Ship to shore cruising, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. The Brick Executive, what's going on? Mr. Lego cruise ship himself is in the building. That's awesome. So, yeah, man, we're going to be streaming a lot here from Galveston, Texas, with all these cruise ship activities. So make sure you guys do like and subscribe. Put the notifications on. We're only beginning here, folks, live streaming from Galveston. Of course, we're going to work out the audio tonight. We're going to try to work out all these little things. But, like the focus, I mean, it's a nice camera. I don't know why it's having a problem focusing, but there it is. We can punch in it a little bit more. Cool thing about this camera, it gets some really good zoom, really good quality footage too, you know? And we'll work through the color grading too. I know the color like made my face look a little red earlier. I'm red, I swear. You know, I am a ginger, but I'm not that red. Of course, everyone probably used to that filter, so we'll adjust it accordingly. And this is my first time streaming live here. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision to stream today. Kind of do a little beta testing before we go live tomorrow for the 4 cruise ship day in Galveston, which is our equivalent to Carnival's 6 ship day. It'll be a different spot though tomorrow, so make sure you guys check it out. Got a ferry coming by, another one of those Texas Department of Transportation ferry vessels. So I'm trying not to look into the wind or point my face into the wind so you guys don't hear it as much. I have a wind muff on to the mic, so I don't know what's going on there. But why am I not on the bridge? That's a good question. And here's the answer. It's because I'm in Galveston. No one out here knows the cruise junkie. That's the truth. But one day I'll get on a ship out here. One day. In the meantime, we'll be stuck here filming, live streaming the sailways for you guys every single week, or almost every week. I'm hoping to grow the community here in terms of live streaming. I know this is a popular thing in the cruise sector, and no one else is doing it out here in Galveston. I noticed that, so thought, you know, I'm here. I might as well. I got the equipment. Might as well go live, folks. She's kind of listing a lot. I mean, it's not my camera. I'm level, so she is listing a lot. I'm just kind of punch into that. That's kind of cool with the wind. Kind of show you the power of the wind. She definitely is listing a lot to the starboard side here. Of course, the container ship is in front of her. She can't really speed up. Kind of gotta watch her speed because container ships can only go so fast, and they gotta slow down for pilot boarding. Of course, they're gonna have to make a lee because it's gonna be really choppy outside the harbor. But still, it's interesting to watch right here. Is that the Cruise Junkie? Yeah, it's me. The Tyler Show, the Cruise Junkie. Same thing. Yeah, one day I'll discuss the... Well, actually, I kind of did, but for the folks who aren't familiar, I will say in this stream, and it's probably going to be unlisted because it's... who wants to listen to the audio, right? So the reason I didn't rename this channel the Cruise Junkie is kind of sentimental, you know. It just kind of felt not fair to do it. People knew me as the Tyler Show, and then changing it to the Cruise Junkie didn't really make sense for YouTube, even though I've done it on every other platform. So, if that makes any sense? It's so cold out here, folks, though. Again, tomorrow, I do have some questions prepared for me. We'll be hanging out, streaming live. Maybe I'll get some other people on commentary tomorrow, too. Who knows? Is that an LNG bunker barge behind the breach? That is not, Nathan. That is just an ATB. I can tell you which one it is. I think it's the Paul McLaren. I think that was the one. I checked before. If that is the case, yeah, it's a Paul McLaren. It's a Kirby vessel. Goes around the Gulf region. Does bunkering and all that stuff. Not bunkering, sorry. Does like just fuel. Not LNG. They use the Clean Jacksonville out here, I believe, which is not an ATB, it's a tug and barge. McAllister, the David McAllister is the tugboat for that. They're trying to build something out here in Galveston for bunkering. I think on Pelican Island, a facility. But right now they just get trucked in, and then every week they fill it to the barge, and then the barge goes to the cruise ship, and they bunker that way. For the Jubilee, right now that's the only ship. But again, remember, 2 years from now, we got the Icon coming here. We'll talk about more of that tomorrow when we're in front of the Royal Caribbean Terminal. So that will, holy shoot, impact the LNG bunkering setup. Did you punch in a little bit? Oh, you're all the way punched in. Okay. Yeah, Harmon, Galveston's a great space for ship spotting. I really do love it out here. I think it's comparable to Florida. I mean, the only difference is there's not really like a true, I'd say like a good spot. I mean, there's Seawolf Park, which is in front of the camera here. I'm pulled off to in front of a road, watching the ships today. I mean, it's a good spot. Technically not like supposed to like be here permanently parked. So it's like a good spot to come here, set up the live stream, and then dip. It's an interesting port nonetheless. The point I'm trying to get there. So it's an interesting port nonetheless to watch the ships. So it's cool that, you know, I'm here for college, and there's worse places to be stuck learning about ships than in Galveston. Yeah, we'll start spooling down the stream, folks, in the next few moments here. Again, folks, we will be back tomorrow at roughly this time tomorrow. Probably a little bit earlier, probably around 14:45. Harmony should be off at 1500. I want to make sure I'm there and I'm properly set up, and you actually get a full shot of her coming off the dock. We'll be streaming from Pier 10 tomorrow. Likely in the port of Galveston, getting a great shot of the Harmony coming off the dock there, and the Regal Princess and the Carnival Dream, and then lastly at like 1700 should be the MSC Seascape departing Galveston as well here. So I'm going to zoom out here, and once again, go ahead and say thank you guys for checking out today's live stream here. It was a great pleasure being back on the airwaves. For the folks who did show up live in the chat, I appreciate it in this last minute notice thing, and through all these technical hiccups here. Again, my name is Tyler, and you are watching The Tyler Show 2026, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, y'all.